as you well know, has now been indefinitely excluded from the press pool. And I know a judge in the litigation, the lawsuit AP has filed, has refused to issue a TRO. But since this is a battle about the wire service's refusal to use the Gulf of America, isn't this the White House trying to dictate the editorial stance of an independent media outlet?
No, Howie. I said on my first day behind the lectern in the White House briefing room that we were going to hold news media outlets accountable if they were pushing lies. And it is a fact that the Gulf of America is now the Gulf of America. And the president feels very strongly about that. The Associated Press is an American news organization, and there are many outlets across our country who have properly identified the Gulf of America in light of what President Trump and Doug Burgum, the Secretary of Interior, have done to lawfully change the name of that body of water.
Well, much of the world still calls it the Gulf of Mexico.
But the Associated Press sued us in court. They started this fight. A judge, as you said, sided with us in saying that it is not a right of any news organization to walk into the Oval Office. And I want to make a very important point. The Associated Press still has their credentials. They are still allowed to cover the White House. They are still in the briefing room with me. I have taken questions from them. The only privilege that has been revoked is that privilege of going into the Oval Office, being part of that core 13 press pool members. And not every outlet has the ability to go in there every single day like the Associated Press has for decades. It's a privilege. We're opening up that privilege to other outlets who deserve a seat at that table.